What if you could step inside a fairy tale? Not just read one or dream of one, but truly walk its cobbled streets, gaze up at its turrets, and lose yourself in the magic of a town that feels suspended in time. Tucked quietly into the heart of South Bohemia, Český Krumlov is that storybook dream brought to life. It's the kind of place that makes you wonder why you've never heard of it before. This little town, hugged by the gentle curve of the Vltava River and framed by the emerald hills of the Bohemian forest, looks like it was hand-painted into the landscape. From a distance, the red rooftops peek out like a secret waiting to be uncovered, and the castle dating back to the 1200s stands proudly above it all, watching the centuries drift by. Have you ever wandered somewhere so untouched it feels like history never let go? Český Krumlov isn't just beautiful, it's beautifully preserved. Since 1992, its entire historic center has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's easy to see why. Every corner you turn feels like a film set, with Renaissance and Baroque facades glowing in soft pastels, narrow alleyways weaving between time-worn buildings, and lantern-lit courtyards that whisper secrets from the past. Can you imagine a place where even the shadows feel like they belong to another era? And then there's the castle, the second largest in the Czech Republic, stretching across 40 buildings and 5 courtyards. From Gothic spires to Baroque balconies, it's a living gallery of architectural wonder. Climb the castle tower, 162 steps that spiral toward the sky, and you'll be rewarded with a breathtaking view that sweeps over the tiled rooftops, the winding river, and the forests beyond. What kind of stories would those stones tell if they could speak? Did you know the castle's moat is home to live bears? This quirky tradition dates back to 1707, honoring the Rosenberg family, whose coat of arms featured a bear. Today, a few bears still live peacefully in the moor, a living symbol of the town's noble past, one of Český Krumlov's most unexpected charms. As you descend, the magic doesn't end. At the base of the hill lies Svornosti Square, the heart of the town, where a fountain built in the 1800s and an old plague column stand like quiet sentinels of centuries past. Cafe tables spill out into the open, the smell of fresh pastry and roasted coffee drifting through the air. This is the kind of place where time moves slower, where every moment deserves to be savored. And then, music and art. Český Krumlov pulses with a creative soul, from the hauntingly beautiful church of St. Vitus, where Bohemian nobility rest beneath Gothic arches, to the Egon Schiele Art Centrum, where masterpieces by Schiele, Klimt, Dali, and Picasso come alive. In summer, festivals fill the air with music and laughter, and the town's Baroque theater, the oldest surviving one of its kind in the world, still hosts performances under candlelight. What makes it truly special? It retains its original stage machinery, scenery, and props from the 1600s. Performances are rare, but stepping inside feels like slipping into a bygone world of drama and decadence. Could this be the perfect blend of history and imagination? Even the gardens feel enchanted. Just behind the castle, a stroll through the formal castle gardens offers quiet beauty. Fountains dance in the sunlight, and manicured lawns invite you to linger, breathe, and forget the outside world. Isn't that what travel is really about? And tucked within the castle gardens, hidden among the trimmed hedges and whispering fountains, is something you'd never expect in a place so steeped in history. A revolving auditorium. Yes, you heard that right. In summer, this open-air stage spins gently to follow live performances set against the garden's natural backdrop. It's a surreal blend of old-world elegance and modern magic. For those who love history, Český Krumlov is a treasure chest. It began as a settlement around a castle from the 1200s, founded by the noble Vitkovci family, and blossomed under the lords of Rosenborg, who transformed it with Renaissance flair. Later, the Eggenberg and Schwarzenberg families added layers of Baroque elegance. But perhaps the most remarkable part? Through wars, empires, and revolutions, the town's medieval layout remained almost entirely untouched. Doesn't that make it feel like a miracle in stone? And if you look closely, remnants of its medieval defenses still stand quietly amid the beauty. An old town gate, a solitary bastion, sections of the Zwinger walls that once protected it all. They're like stone ghosts, soft-spoken but resilient, holding their ground through centuries of change. For history lovers, these hidden fragments are clues to the town's layered past, waiting to be traced by curious eyes. Don't you love when the past leaves breadcrumbs? That untouched charm owes a lot to what Český Krumlov avoided. While many Central European towns suffered from wartime destruction or rapid modernization, this little enclave emerged with its historical soul intact. It's that rare continuity that draws artists, romantics, and wanderers from all over the world. Look closer, and you'll see the remnants of a dual identity. For centuries, Český Krumlov was actually two towns, Krumlov and Latran, separated by the Vltava River. Even today, the layout reveals this quiet duality, with distinct rhythms and atmospheres on either side of the river. Isn't it fascinating how a town can carry two hearts within one body? With a population of just over 13,000, Český Krumlov is small enough to explore on foot, yet rich enough to keep you entranced for days. Most of the town center is pedestrian only, so you can wander without hurry. Every building feels like a story. Every street feels like a secret. Isn't that what makes a place unforgettable? And there's more beyond the cobblestones. For those craving a bit of adventure, the surrounding region offers hiking, cycling, and canoeing along the Vltava, as well as excursions to the Blanský les protected landscape area, Šumava National Park, or the Lipno Recreation Area, all lush green windows into South Bohemia's natural splendor. While many arrive on day trips from Prague, only those who stay overnight truly see its magic. When the tour buses roll away and the town returns to a hush, golden lights shimmer on the river, and the silence of centuries settles in. Have you ever stood in a place so still it felt like time held its breath? Getting here is easy, just a few hours by train or car from Prague, and yet it feels a world away. Whether you're drifting down the river on a wooden raft, sipping Moravian wine at a local cellar, enjoying a beer tasting at the historic Eggenberg Brewery, or watching the sky blush behind the castle tower, you'll feel it, that rare and precious sense of wonder. So, if you've been longing for something real and magical, something that stirs your soul and slows your steps, ask yourself, why not Český Krumlov? Europe's storybook town is waiting, and it might just be the chapter you never knew you needed.